Hello everyone, you are welcome. Let's see how we are going to solve this simple exponential equation. So I believe this is very simple and some of you have started solving it already, and that's beautiful. So solve it and put your solution in the comment section. Not just the value of x, solve it, put your workings, let people learn from your knowledge. Okay, then I want to showcase some techniques we can also use in solving this. Solve 2 to the power of x plus 2 to the power of 1 minus x, then equals what? 3. How are you going to solve this? Let's see how we're going to do. We're going to have 2 to the power of x plus 2 to the power of 1 multiplied by 2 to the power of minus 1. So I believe this is how majority of students will do it. But if you look at 2 to the power of minus x here, if you must solve this, okay, let's say you want to go, the normal way of solving it, you're going to have this 2 to the power of minus x to be 1 over 2 to the power of x. So which is bringing division, or which is bringing fraction. And most times, if you have fraction like this, you might be confused. Now, I want to solve it in another way without involving fraction, and this is what I'm going to do. And I would like you to stay focused and see 1 minus x. Now, I want to avoid this negative x. How am I going to do? Now, you know that if you have something like 2 to the power of minus x, then if you multiply this by 2 to the power of x, you know that you're going to have 2 to the power of minus x plus x from the law of indices. And this is going to be minus x plus x. This is going to be 2 to the power of 0. And 2 to the power of 0 will give us 1. Can you see that? Very simple. So now I'm going to use the idea here. Are you getting now? But I'm not going to what? I'm not going to... what I'm going to do is that I'm going to multiply what? I'm going to multiply all of this equation by 2 to the power of x. Okay, if I multiply all of these equations by 2 to the power of x, let's see, 2 to the power of x multiplied by 2 to the power of x, this will be 2 to the power of x plus x, because we are having the same basis. Then plus 2 to the power of 1 minus x, then plus x. Because of the same basis, this and this having the same basis, their power will be added. Then also here, the same basis, their powers will be added, and that's what I did here. Then equals 3 multiplied by 2 to the power of x. Are you following? So now from here, we can see that we have 2 to the power of x plus x. This will be 2x plus 2 minus x plus x. That will give us 0. That's what I'm saying. Equals 3 to the power of 2x. 3 multiplied by 2 to the power of x. Now, can you see now? Nothing like division, nothing like fraction here. So now you can just move on. So from here, the first time here, you can write 2 to the power of x to the power of 2 plus 2 equals 3 multiplied by 2 to the power of x. Now, we have 2 to the power of x. Let's do some replacement. There's a way you can do it without replacement, but for better understanding, so let's replace it, right? So when you get to know more about this, so you can just choose not to introduce what's it called, any variable. So let y equals 2 to the power of x. So which shows that in this equation, anywhere you see y, anywhere you see 2 to the power of x, you replace it by what? You're going to have what? You're going to have, this is going to be y squared plus let's transpose those to this side. We're going to have minus 3y then plus 2 equals what? Equals 0. So from here, this has led us to quadratic equation in terms of what? In terms of y. So we're going to factorize it like this. We're going to factorize it like this. So we have y here, we have y here. So two factors are when you multiply them together, you're going to have plus 2. But when you sum them, you're going to have minus 3 here. And that is minus 2 and minus 1. Minus 2 times minus 1 must give us plus 2. Minus 2 plus minus 1 will give us this. So therefore, we have what? We have this to be y minus 2 equals 0, or we have what? Y minus 2 equals 0 or y minus 1 equals 0. All right, so from there you can see that y will be 2. Then we can also have y to be what? To be 1. All right, but it's not y we are looking for. What we are looking for is x, but we do some replacement here. Y equals, so you need to recall that y is 2 to the power of x. So now here, picking when y equals 2, we have 2 equals 2 to the power of x. And ordinarily 2 is having power 1, so which implies that x equals 1. So we have one solution, x equals 1. Then also we have another value of y. So when y equals 1, we can see we're going to have 1 equals 2 to the power of x. And recall that when you have a to the power of 0, this will give us what? 1. Any number raised to power 0 will give us 1. So here we can now replace this by what? 2 to the power of 0. Then it's going to be 2 to the power of x. So we replace it by 2 to the power of 0 is because initially what we have at the right hand side is what? Base 2. If it is base 3, you're going to have 3 raised to power 0. If it is base 4, it's going to be 4 raised to power 0. Do you understand that? So since we are having the same basis, so this implies that x equals what? S equals 0. So we have two solutions. The first one is x equals 1, and the second one is x equals 0. Now, if you want to check whether you are right or not, just put this and put it in the what? In this. So 2 for 0, 2 to the power of 0, okay, plus 2, 1 minus 0. Is that going to give us 3? 2 to the power of 0 is 1 plus 1 minus 0 is 2 to the power of 1. You can see that we have 3. Now, when x equals 1, we have 2 to the power of 1 plus 2, 1 minus 1. So 1 minus 1 is 0. 2 to the power of 1 is 2 plus 1 minus 1 is 0. 2 to the power of 0 is 1. Then we can see that we have 3. All right, so that's the end of the class. If you enjoyed this class, please do not hesitate to share this to your friends so they can learn from it, okay? Then also, I urge you to follow our Facebook page for more exciting videos like this. Like, comment, and share. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you are just watching for the first time. Hit the bell icon so that you'll be notified anytime, any moment we upload a new content. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.